Welcome to Montessori Matters with Blessing Fort-Ike. In this video, I discuss how to manage sibling rivalry. Sibling rivalry is the ongoing conflict between children raised in the same family. As a parent, if you have more than one child, it is inevitable you are going to experience sibling rivalry. That is the name calling, the argument, the fight, comparison, competition, taking one another's belongings. The list go on and on. And as a parent, dealing with these might be upsetting, might be frustrating and exhausting. However, if we make intentional effort to foster cooperation, reduce favoritism, pay attention to the problems as they arise, set family values and family rules, and teach the children how to create their boundaries, we will reduce the long-term effect of rivalry and we will reduce the frequencies at which it occurs. And in addition, you'll be teaching the children how to problem solve, how to do problem solving, how to manage and resolve their conflict, even self-control. You'll be teaching them. So before I mention other ways we can help handle or manage a sibling rivalry, I would love to mention the causes of the sibling rivalry and how we parents contribute to it. Because I believe that once the problem is known, the causes is known, we're halfway to handling it. So what are some of the things I think contribute to siblings rivalry? Why I said they are inevitable. The first one I would say is differences in developmental stages. What do I mean? Differences in their age or their ages. That's the gap between them. If the gap between two children is so tiny, so small, there's tendency that there will be comparison, there's tendency that there will be competition. And also, if the gap is too wide, there will also be siblings whereby there will be competition, there will be someone trying to say, he can do this, I cannot do that. So that's why I said it is inevitable sometimes. Then, their temperament can also contribute to siblings rivalry. Maybe you have children who have different temperaments. One is introverted, the other one is extroverted. They must have fights, they must have quarrels, they must have differences. Then the next thing I want to say is that them seeking the attention of one of the parents is also a way that contributes to sibling rivalry, the competition, the comparison. Then that is for the part of the children. However, we as parents do it also encourage it by some of the actions that we do, some of the things we say, like taking side with a particular child or always praising a particular child and criticizing the other one. This one can contribute to sibling rivalry. Or attending or giving more attention to a particular child's needs and interests, neglecting the others. We might not be doing it intentionally, but if it is there, it can cause a sibling rivalry. So we must look for how we can manage it, because see, if you have more than one child, there must be rivalry. But like I said before, we can reduce the long-term effect and we can reduce the frequency at which it occurs. And if it's well managed, you are helping the children develop some skills that they will need in life. So how do you handle it? What is the first thing I think you should do? I think you should let them know that having a sibling or having siblings is a blessing. Why do I say that? Let them know that some people wish they have siblings. They have a brother or a sister, but they never had one, or they will never have one. But they have the privilege to have one. So they are fortunate, they are lucky to have a sibling. And God gave them that sibling so that they will be, or the siblings, so that they will be able to live together, learn and grow together. They will learn how to relate with friends. They are fortunate, they are privileged to have a friend in their home, a friend in their family. So what do they need to do? They ought to be grateful to God. They ought to take advantage of the opportunity to learn social skills on how they can relate with others. Skills like sharing, things like respecting others, skills like even knowing how to resolve conflict is a skill that we need to learn, and they can learn it with siblings. So whether they are small, whether they are big, you explain this to them and tell them that so it's a privilege that you have a sister or a brother that is getting on your nerves. So you must learn how to deal with it, and you must learn to get along with it. It's a gift. Is it not beautiful? You explain that to them. Then another thing I think we can do to help them understand siblings rivalry and desist from it is to teach them, use Bible characters, Bible stories to explain the consequences of sibling rivalry. You can use stories of Cain and Abel. Let them see the consequences. You can also use the story of Moses and his siblings, that's Aaron and Miriam, how they displayed the siblings rivalry and how it ended. For the ones that are a little bit grown up, maybe for 4 years and above, they will understand it, and I believe they will learn. Having done this, you know it's something that is continuous. So whenever you see, you remind them that it's a privilege that they have a sibling, remind them the consequences of having a sibling rivalry, using Bible character. Then now you have a responsibility to set family rules, family what I call the don'ts, the do's and don'ts of the family. Like, let them know that in the family, one of the rules is that there is no hitting. You don't have to hit anybody, no name calling, no fighting, and no snatching. You say if you want to get something from somebody, you don't have to snatch. You ought to ask for permission. So you teach them how to request for things, and you go ahead to create family values. What do I mean by family values? Like your values, what you cherish most of all. So since you are trying to fight against sibling rivalry, you ought to know that respect must be one of the values. Sharing must be one of the values. Accountability must be one of the values. So you let them know that respect. If you respect your sibling, you respect your sister, your brother, you'll be able to respect their space. That sometimes they are not ready to play. Don't force them. Don't shout on them. And if you respect them, you'll be able to ask politely if you see that they are using a particular toy or a particular material. Instead of snatching, you should ask politely. You should request for it politely. Then sharing. You should know they are your siblings. You ought to share with them. These are values that you ought to create in the family, and through them how it can be applied. The reactions they take to display these values. Then another thing, you teach them how to be assertive, how to be what I call how to set boundaries. It's very important. They should know how to set boundaries. They should know how to tell that, oh, I don't like the way you snatched this for me. I don't like the way you took the toy without permission. Oh, when you do this, I like it so much. When you do that, I don't like it. So they should be able to communicate their feelings and let the others acknowledge it. They should be able to, even empathy is a value that you should bring into your family when you are trying to fight against sibling rivalry. Then what another thing I will say you can do is that commend them. It's very important. When you see that they display those values, those virtues that you have taught them, or they obey those rules that you have laid down, you have to commend them. By commending them, you are reiterating what you have taught them before. So you cannot say, oh, I love the way you helped your sister to lace up her shoelace. That was good. Keep it up. Well done. Or I love the way you didn't snatch that material from him. You ask politely. That was good. You might not say it immediately you are seeing that virtue being displayed. It might be later so that you don't interrupt them. So it's later you tell them, I love what you did. That was good. Keep it up. Oh, I love the way you kept calm. You did not hit your sister when she snatched that thing from you. You just kept calm and you told her that's not nice. You don't snap. That was a good one. Keep it up. So as you do this, the children will know that, this is what I want to do their way. Do it over and over again. So, but I must mention this before I end this video. You might, no matter what you do, you might still see this fighting, this argument, and name calling. What you do when you see things like that, when they are fighting or arguing, don't intervene immediately. Give them the time to be able to work out their differences, to be able to resolve their conflict. Just watch from afar. You might just behave as if you don't know what they are doing, and see how they will be able to resolve it, how they will be able to apply those things that you told them. So you can only intervene when you see that it's taking too long or it's getting intense, or someone is doing things that is not acceptable. You cannot intervene. And when you are intervening, please don't take side. Give them, allow them to express themselves. Oh, what happened? This one gives its own perspective, then this one gives its own perspective. So what you need to do, you will acknowledge both, or the three of them, or the four of them. You must acknowledge all their perspective and their emotions. Then you cannot tell them, okay, what do you think we should do, or how do you think we should address this better? You've known we love to share, we need to ask for permission, you know the rules, you know the values of this house, of this home. What do you think you would have done better? Let them be the one to analyze, let them be the one to come up with solution. You can give them suggestions, don't you think so? Then after that, you cannot tell them on how they can make up. Making up is very important, but it should not be forced. Oh, you have to, okay, you see what you did wrong now, you have to apologize. You cannot say, what do you think you should do now? Do you think you should apologize to your sister? You say, but if you don't think you should apologize, there's no problem, don't apologize. But if you think it's okay to apologize for what you did wrong, I think you should go ahead and do that, and give your sister or give your brother a hug. By so doing, you are arming them to be able to resolve their conflict. You are arming them with skills that they will use in life. With this, I believe that you are closer to reducing sibling rivalry. But you remember there must be consistency in applying these tips that I've given to you. So I believe you've gotten one or two tips on how you can settle the argument, the fight between your children. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share with your contacts to be well appreciated. Thank you.